Welcome everyone. Feels good to get back on the Wolverine again. About 3.5 miles in, and I expected my feet to be a lot colder. It's only about 25 degrees outside. Anyway, back to the Wolverine. Another part of the build is the headset, the ViscoSet. The ViscoSet was designed to eliminate speed wobble in e-bikes. So you might be asking yourself, the heck do I have an e-bike headset on an adventure bike? Well, a lot of gravel riders are using it because they claim it helps reduce stress and vibrations, road chatter, and gravel. So I thought I'd give it a try. But the beautiful thing about the Wolverine, the fork rake, it makes for a very responsive front end. And the thing about the ViscoSet is it really reduces that to a point where I don't like it. I really miss how responsive the front end of this bike is. It's still responsive, but not nearly as much as it could be. I find it interesting who says hello to you and who doesn't. Hello. Some people just don't expect you to say hello. So I think I'm going to take the ViscoSet off. Or sell the frame with the ViscoSet. Build a whole new bike and see what shakes out. But I don't really, my expectations of the ViscoSet have not been met. I'm gonna take these goggles off. Head back before I get a little too cold. And let's chat about these bars. These are the Salsa COWCHIPPERS. And fitting with this frame, they're the perfect balance between extremes. Salsa's wood chipper, which has extreme flare, and the cowbells, which has a mild flare. These are 46 millimeters. These are the widest bars that I've ever used. Prior to this, the widest bar I've ever used was 44. I'm really digging these 46s, and honestly, I feel like I could go even wider. What I like about them, opens up my upper body to be able to handle some rough terrain a little better than a narrower bar. I feel like I could go way wider. I could see myself riding with a 50 millimeter someday. Just giving it a try. Another thing I like about the wide bars is with these flared bars and brifters, you angle the brifters to match the flare. And with the shorter bars, that angle reduces the length of the bar. So a 44 could be like a 40 or a 42. With these 46s, I feel like I'm not compromised with the angle of the brifters. And that's why I feel like I could go even wider. Speaking of which, let's talk about these brifters. These are the SRAM S7000s. I don't think they make these anymore, but these are hydraulic. I love the simplicity of one click. I'm a SRAM guy. I've been converted a long time ago. Now there's a lot of benefits to Shimano's new GRX offerings, and I've ridden those and I like them a lot, but I just love the simplicity of SRAM. But getting back to the hydraulic brakes, there's a few things that are great about hydraulics. It's got the edge over the cable actuated system. The first being it doesn't require as much force to stop. But even more importantly, it's a closed system. With the mechanical system with cables, a lot of dirt and grime can get in there. And this closed system just keeps things super clean. The argument against hydraulics is if you have a brake failure, hydraulic fluid leaks out or whatever, it's hard to fix on a long adventure. Yeah, I get that. Much easier to fix a cable actuated system, but you do need to carry cables with you to fix a cable actuated system. The way I see it is failures are rare. I won't need to change the fluid in here for a couple of years. And if one fails, I have the other one to get me home or to a bike shop to get it fixed if I'm not able to do it. And yeah, bleeding hydraulic brakes, if you've never done it before, it is a little intimidating. But once you learn it, it's a pretty easy process. So the next component I'll talk about are the wheel set. So these are the Stan's NOTUBES CREST MK3s. They're aluminum, but they're lightweight. Best of all, you can run them tubeless. They're a mountain bike rim, which means I can put a super wide tire on this bike, and that's what I was going for. I could have gone with a carbon wheel set, get this bike super light, but I was already pushing $4 grand on this build. As it was, I didn't want to make it even steeper. So running tubeless, if I get a flat, a puncture of any kind, unless it's a sidewall puncture, there's the fluid in there that helps seal things up awfully quick. It's super nice. But I'm running 50mm GRAVELKINGs on this bike right now. That's kind of ridiculous. It's a big, big tire. About the max that I could fit on this frame. They run smooth on the road here, but more importantly, they provide the traction I need on gravel. On the front, I have a dyno hub. It's shutter positions LP8X. It's through axle, as well as the rear White Industries hub is through axle. I'll talk a little bit more about the dyno hub in a moment, but this is my first drop bar through axle bike. I've had mountain bikes that are through axle, but this is the first drop bar bike of any kind where I've had the strength of through axle. So far, I'm really enjoying it. They're quick release through axles. I don't see myself taking the wheels off very often, so I think I'm gonna upgrade to different through axles, not the quick release ones that I have. Hello. Yeah, you always wonder why some people say hi and some don't. Guess I'm a weirdo that says hi to everybody. So back to the dyno hub. So I'm running a IQX Busch&MULLER front light. That thing is bright, and it also adjusts depending on how dark it is. It has daytime running light or nighttime light. The other thing I'm running off the dyno hub is this Sync 5 Plug Plus. When I have it plugged in, it charges my Garmin. It would be able to charge my smartphone if I needed it to. It's pretty handy. It's got a battery inside so that I'm able to charge some very battery intensive devices. One of the last components I'll talk about is the seat. I have the Brooks C17. Now this is my second C17 seat, and something's different about it. My previous one I ran over with my truck while I was driving out of my garage. So I was able to see the cross section of the inside of the seat, and it has this layer of rubber that I think this one doesn't have, so it's not as comfortable. Now mind you, I bought this one off of Amazon for 90 bucks. And if you were to buy it direct from Brooks or from your local bike shop, you're looking at 120, some are up to 140 bucks. So I think I've got either a fake or just a version that Brooks sells really cheap on Amazon. Either way, I'll probably swap it out because on long rides, this seat's just not gonna cut it. So that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Sure I missed a few things. If you got any questions, leave it in the comments below. As always, be kind, keep seeking adventure, and keep your wheels rolling in the right direction. I'll see you in the next video.